Some call preparation that will guarantee you success with cold calling. First, understand that inside sales is very different from traditional, just cold call blitz telemarketing. The difference is inside sales is much more strategic than just calling names off of any list. To have a shot at landing a prospect for a giant contract that you deserve, by the way, using nothing more than a phone, you will have to do a little bit of homework. It's just going to expedite things so you're not sloppy. You need to know something about this company. Remember, in some cases, you'll only have, 12 seconds, 15 seconds to set a hook, to literally get a hook to create interest. Here are 4 ways you could nail that pre-investigation of your call before you make the call to check out. You're calling the guys at T-Mobile. Who's the decision maker? Who's the player? What are they interested in? What do their ads look like? What are their jingles? What are they always talking about? What are their problems? What problems are they trying to solve? So let me give you a list of 4 things. Check out the prospect's website to find out a little bit about what they're up to. For instance, I use the example T-Mobile. T-Mobile CEO is John Leisure. It's pronounced leisure, but it looks like leisure. And if you looked at L-E-G-E-R, you would not know that. But if you did a little bit of homework, you'd find out he's fairly sensitive about that, and it's John Leisure. Also, you'd want to look for a unique selling proposition if it was a T-Mobile or a Sprint or an AT&T, if that's the type of call. You'd want to find out how are they different, where are they trying to position themselves, all right, so that you sound something like what they would communicate and say yes to. Number 2, find out problems associated with their business or their industry. Now, you're not doing this. I just want to give a big notice on this. Come check my website out. Do not call me and say, Grant, I checked out your website, and by the way, you're screwing up here and you're screwing up here and you're screwing up there. You do not want to say that in a call, even if it's true. Find things that your prospect would actually spend money on to solve is different than tell them what they're doing wrong. The only reason people spend money is to solve a problem. What is your prospect's problem? Okay. For instance, let's say you found something on the website that was just stupid, and you do website development, or you build websites for people. You fix websites, you make them look better, and you charge for that. You have a service either for building new or resurfacing the website they have. And you found something that's just gross negligence and stupidity. You would not tell them about their gross negligence. You would say, hey, I'm calling because we can increase conversions on websites. That's the problem they're having, and you know it. It's not what the website says, it's the fact that it's not converting, right? So focus on the problem solved. Number 3, seek out personal connections to facilitate a warm introduction, at least some common ground. LinkedIn is an unbelievably strong way to find mutual connections. But before LinkedIn, what was there? A Rolodex, a power base, other people you knew. I mean, there was some kind of connection. It was, I'm cold calling in a neighborhood, right? Hey, the neighbor told me. See, if you're tracking down a whale, look, if you're tracking down the big kill, okay? If you're tracking down the monster, you need to use every possible resource, every tool, and people in your personal network, your connection, your social connections can be the krill to capture the whale. Number 4, connect with influencers in the company. Who knows the challenges being experienced in the business? Who knows all the, the politics and everything going on in a company more than the people that work in the company? Not just those big decision makers, not just mid-level management, not just the executives, but what about the other people that are actually there every day? They know what Grant needs to hear, what Sherry, the gatekeeper, might need to hear, what Jared in sales wants to hear. They would have data. So don't neglect those people. Don't neglect them. Don't ignore them. Don't overlook them, because they can help you get to the key decision makers and know exactly what to say, how to sell, and how to close a target, who you actually need to get in front of. So look, you need a plan, right? Everybody needs a plan. Where am I going? You need to do some research, man. Make an investment. Do some investigating. Don't overdo it. You don't need to be perfect. Sooner or later, you just got to pick up that phone and go for it, okay? But fine, look for things that would be useful in your pursuit of a prospect. Look, at the end of the day, the reality is a cold call does not have to be ice cold, okay? At the end of the day, that call just needs to be a little bit warm, okay? Don't assume you know anything. Get him on the phone, get her on the phone, and then leave a good, strong message if they don't get on the phone. And if they do, use everything that you have.